If you've been calling yourself lazy lately, I want you to pause for just a second, because what you're describing, what you're experiencing, it probably doesn't look like laziness at all. You actually want to do things. You care about them, but the act of starting feels absolutely impossible. You find yourself sitting there, completely aware of what needs to be done, just watching the time pass by, feeling this wave of guilt for not moving, and somehow, you end up even more drained than when you started. Not in your body, but in your chest, in your head. It's a kind of tired that no amount of sleep seems to touch. Most of us learned a really simple rule when we were growing up. If you're not being productive, you're just not trying hard enough. If you slow down, you must be unmotivated. So, when your energy completely disappears, you don't question the system or the pressure you're under. You question yourself. You criticize yourself. You push yourself harder and harder. You promise that tomorrow will be different, that you'll finally get it together. But what if the real issue isn't your discipline? What if the issue is that you've been carrying far more than anyone, including yourself, has ever acknowledged? Emotional exhaustion doesn't really show up loudly. It's not the dramatic breakdowns or constant tears you might see in movies. It feels like a weight, a quiet, persistent resistance to absolutely everything. You're tired of responding to messages, tired of adjusting your plans for other people, tired of explaining yourself over and over again. You're just so tired of being fine. Not in a big, dramatic way, but in a slow, invisible way that just creeps in. It's the kind of tired that builds up when you're not in any immediate danger, but you're also never, ever fully at ease. It's a state of constant low-level alert, so you try to rest. You start sleeping in longer. You cancel plans with friends. You lie in bed scrolling on your phone for hours, telling yourself this is relaxation. And yet, you still wake up feeling completely exhausted. That's because sleep only rests your physical body. It doesn't rest the part of you that's been constantly monitoring your environment, constantly managing the impressions you make on others, constantly deciding what to say, what to hide, and what to hold together just to get through the day. You're not tired because you did too much. You're tired because you never got a chance to stop being on. You've been performing around the clock. There's a type of work you do every single day that never shows up on a to-do list or a calendar. It's the work of regulating your own emotions, staying calm when you're feeling completely overwhelmed, being understanding when you're actually deeply frustrated, being the reliable one, the reasonable one, being the version of yourself that other people expect you to be. That invisible labor doesn't stop when you clock out at 5 p.m., and it almost never gets noticed or applauded. So when your energy finally runs out, it feels like a personal failure, like something is wrong with you. But it's not. It's a cost. It's the bill coming due for all of that invisible work. Let's look at some signs that you're not lazy, you're just drained. You start avoiding things you used to love. Not because you don't care about them anymore, but because caring takes an amount of energy that you simply don't have right now. You procrastinate, not out of boredom, but out of a deep-seated resistance to adding one more thing to your plate. You crave being alone, but then feel strangely empty and disconnected when you finally get that time to yourself. You're not numb, you're overloaded, your circuits are just completely fried. This is why pushing harder always backfires when you're in this state. When you're emotionally exhausted, trying to force yourself to be productive doesn't create momentum, it just creates more shame. You start measuring your entire self-worth by how much you can still produce, by how many tasks you can check off. Every unfinished project, every unanswered email becomes more evidence that something is fundamentally wrong with you. But here's the thing. Exhaustion doesn't respond to pressure. It doesn't respond to hustle. It responds to safety. It responds to permission. Permission to finally stop performing. Permission to stop trying to optimize yourself for a little while. What you actually need right now isn't a new productivity system. It's not another motivational speech, and you certainly don't need to fix yourself. You just need space. Real, genuine space where absolutely nothing is expected of you. Not growth, not progress, not even positivity. Just space to exist without being constantly evaluated by others, and especially by yourself. That's where your energy will slowly start to return. Not in a sudden rush, but as a quiet, gentle willingness to begin again. So if you've been feeling stuck, or behind, or just disappointed in yourself lately, I want you to try this reframe. You're not lazy. You are emotionally tired from carrying much more than you were ever meant to carry alone. Rest isn't something you have to earn after everything is finished. It is something you must allow yourself so that you don't completely disappear while trying to keep up with everything. Please take that seriously. Be gentle with yourself. Move at your own pace. Thanks for watching.